You insolent little girl! We gave you everything, and this is how you repay us!
My name is Amelia Rosalind von Heist. It may not look like it right now, but I'm the third child and youngest daughter of Matthew von Heist, the current king of Alvania.
Stepmother, I didn't do anything.
You tricked your grandfather into throwing you a coronation ball. I just know it.
But Queen Mila resented me.
I am general of this kingdom, Matthew. You must inform me of everything the army is doing.
For the last time, Anthony, I'm not hiding anything from you. There is no secret mission. You're bordering on absurdity.
Mila, what is the meaning of this?
I saw the invitation. How could you do this? No one was to know of her, Matthew.
My mother had been a maid in the palace. She had scarlet red hair and silver eyes, and the king was immediately infatuated with her. When Queen Mila learned of their relationship, my mother was kicked out of the palace. And before long, she realized that she was pregnant with me.
Now, dear, there's no need to make a big fuss over such a little thing. It's merely a small party.
Everyone is coming, Matthew. Who wouldn't want to catch a glimpse of the king's illegitimate daughter?
Amelia has spent enough time locked away. The general thought it a wise idea to present her to the public. After all, she is finally of age.
My mother raised me by herself. We were poor and lived simply, but we were happy. Unfortunately, it didn't last long. I was only 9 years old when she got sick. Suddenly, my mother, once so vibrant and full of life, was fading away right before my eyes. That's when my father, the king, arrived. My mother begged him to take me in and raised me as his child, and he reluctantly obliged. I watched my mother draw her last breath, and my father took me away to the palace as his adopted daughter.
Come, child.
I don't want to go. I want to stay here with you. Please, no! No!
And what about Harper and Charlotte? I mean, she doesn't belong with us. She's a
Mila, enough. This is Amelia's birthright. We are going through with the coronation ball.
Life in the palace wasn't easy. My stepsister, Harper, loved to bully me. And my stepmother did everything in her power to make my life miserable. Meanwhile, my father was, at best, indifferent. My grandfather, General Anthony, treated me like a granddaughter, even though we weren't flesh and blood. He and my stepbrothers, Theodore, were my only saving grace.
Please don't leave me in here again. Please stop! Please.
And for 9 years, the people of Alvania still didn't know about the third princess. I wasn't allowed to attend parties or balls with my sister. I was simply forgotten.
Oh, look at that drabby dress. We should spruce it up for you, Amelia. That's better.
Then came my 18th birthday, when everything was supposed to change. It was customary for a daughter from the royal family to be presented to the public during a grand ball at the palace. All of the aristocratic families in the kingdom and nobility from neighboring countries were invited for the sole purpose of finding suitors for the royal daughter.
Your Highness, the king has called for you. Are you ready?
I'm so used to hand-me-downs that never fit. How do I look?
Absolutely beautiful.
I feel...
Like the princess you've always been. From this day forward, things will be different. A new era.
I'm ready.
Your Majesty.
You look stunning. Come, daughter. Let's not keep our guests waiting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you His Royal Highness, King Matthew von Heist, and his youngest daughter, Princess Amelia Rosalind von Heist.
Everyone looked at me with shock, wonderment, and even envy. I couldn't believe it. This was my first time attending a ball, and I was the star of the night.
She's gorgeous. That's my granddaughter.
Seems as if you'll have your pick of the litter.
Mother, I can't see!
Out of the way, you idiots! I'm the queen.
I can't believe it!
She is beautiful.
This is a disaster! She's ruining my life!
Hush! Do not disgrace yourself.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Duke Caesar. So glad you could make it.
Duke Caesar was a duke to the neighboring town of Christopher. His son, Jackson, was a rising noble in Auvergne.
We would have come here sooner had we known you were hiding such a beautiful daughter.
Simply waiting for her to come of age.
Not a moment too soon. May I present to you my son, Jackson Howard Lawrence. He's a fine young lad who will be a good match for your Amelia.
Your Majesty, Princess Amelia, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Many young women were vying for Jackson's attention, including my stepsister, Princess Harper.
Pleasure is all mine, Sir Jackson.
In Auvergne, a gentleman greeting a lady with a kiss on the hand is interested in her, either as a friend or in a romantic way.
That conniving wench! Jackson is mine!
Jackson will be a court official soon. His knowledge of history and politics is
Duke, my daughter has just turned 18. Isn't it a bit early to be making matches?
There is no time to waste when it comes to the matters of the heart, Your Majesty. Just look at these two. They're right together.
You must be easily swayed if within moments you are ready to propose.
As a wise man, I recognize true value when I see it, and I do not intend to let it slip away from me.
Well then, when it comes to matters of the heart, that is for my daughter to decide.
I'm sure my Jackson is up to the challenge.
Perhaps I can at least start by being your friend, Princess? Would you join me for a walk in the courtyard so we could get to know one another?
Okay.
I'm very impressed by your knowledge of history and politics, Princess Amelia.
Oh, thank you, Jackson. I've learned a lot during my time at the castle.
While my stepmother insisted that a simple peasant's education would suffice due to my low birth, I secretly sat in on Theodore's lessons with his tutors, giving me an education as thorough as that of a crowned prince.
So, once you become Duke, what do you hope to do first?
Promise you won't laugh. I would like to do an open forum with my people to discuss pressing matters.
Laugh? Jackson, are you kidding me? That's amazing.
My advisors would disagree with you, Princess. I do hope to be of service to my people, not just the nobility.
I think you're going to make an amazing Duke, Jackson.
Thank you, Princess Amelia. You've boosted my confidence. And what about you? As Princess, what do you hope to do?
No one's ever asked me that before.
Well, let this be your moment to dream.
Before my mother died, she told me that her one wish for me was to travel, get to know the world outside of Auvergne. Silly, I know. But I often think about what my mother said.
That's not silly at all, Princess. I lost my mother too, a few years ago. Everything I do is for her.
Jackson! Oh, Jackson, your father is looking for you.
My father? Now?
Yes, he said it is urgent.
Oh, okay. Right. Thank you for letting me know, Princess Harper. Princess Amelia, if you'll excuse me.
Know your place, Amelia. You are just an illegitimate child, and you are no match for a future Duke like Jackson. You are not qualified to be his wife.
Harper, we're just friends. It's not like that.
Liar! You are a slut, just like your mother. She tempted my father and ruined my mother's life, and I will not let you do the same to Jackson and me. So stay. Harper! Ow!
Everything all right, Princess Harper?
Jackson, how many times must I tell you to call me Harp? Like when we were kids.
My apologies. It's not that easy. Why did you scream? Princess Amelia, what happened?
I tripped, and I hurt my ankle.
I'm so sorry, Princess Harper. Allow me to accompany you back inside.
But what about your father?
He will wait. A gentleman never leaves a lady in distress. Come here.
Thank God you were here, Jackson. It must be fate.
Who was I kidding? Nothing's going to change, even after tonight.
It seems you're not on the best of terms with your stepsister, Princess Amelia. I am Leon Vincent Astley of Grancrest. It is a pleasure to meet you, Your Highness.
The pleasure is all mine, Sylvia.
I hope I did not startle you. I simply wanted to bring you this.
A blue rose! I hear these are extremely rare.
Only found in the remotest parts of Grancrest. They say that the rose's beauty comes alive when you wear it.
Well, thank you, Sir Leon. I'm honored.
Dance with me.
I haven't met such a persistent man before.
Here.
Of course not. I want to boast in front of all the men that it was me who was chosen to have the first dance with the main beauty of Olvonia.
As soon as we entered, all eyes were on us.
Is that Prince Leon? They look perfect together.
The chattering from the guests slowly died out. I was a little taken aback. Who is this young man who makes everyone in the ballroom get quiet?
I believe you know how to waltz.
Yes, but I'm not very good.
Well, then allow me to take the lead, my princess.
I felt euphoric. Prince Leon made me feel like we were the only two people left in the world. His eyes were captivating.
Crown Prince Leon Vincent Astley of Grancrest. It is an honor to have you grace us with your presence.
Crown Prince of Grancrest. The royal family of Grancrest had 6 princes fighting for the position of the crowned prince. But I didn't know that they had already chosen him.
I'm sorry, brother.
It seemed that the youngest son had been chosen. I had heard that he was only 21 years old.
The honor is all mine, Your Majesty.
You are as bold as the rumors have said, stealing the princess's first dance from her father.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I didn't know that such a custom existed in Olvonia. I simply wanted to dance with the princess. I hope I didn't offend.
Although their words were coated with respect, tensions were high between my father and Prince Leon.
Not at all, young prince. I'm well aware the royal family of Grancrest is known for their impulsive nature.
Grancrest was a much stronger country than our kingdom of Olvonia, something my father resented.
Yes, Your Majesty. We certainly always get what we want.
My poor sister has no talents or education. She is merely a princess in the royal household because the king pities her.
Is that true, Princess? No talent whatsoever? Do you play the piano, perhaps?
No, I don't play the piano or any instruments for that matter.
I should think a woman as charming as you would have unexplored depths.
Crown Prince Leon, may I show you the new palace artwork? It is hanging in my bedchamber.
Certainly, Princess Harper, but I am having a conversation with your sister.
Who? Amelia? She's only my half-sister. She's a trashy peasant who deceased the last man who bedded her. Dirty in blood, dirty in bed.
I can see why your kingdom is weakened so badly, King Matthew. You can't even get control over your own daughter. What a shame. Princess Harper, has your mother not taught you any manners? If you have nothing nice to say, then don't speak at all.
Crown Prince.
I'm afraid my aide has told me some very important business that I must attend to. I'm sorry to leave on such short notice. Princess, I am sorry that I must leave your ball so early, but thank you for the dance. You are the only worthy partner.
Such a disrespectful young man.
Quiet now, Mila. Don't make a scene.
But father!
Silence! Their military is much stronger than ours. Can't afford to offend them.
Everything is going according to plan, Your Highness.
Very good, David. King Matthew has something up his sleeve, and I want to know what it is.
You will get to the bottom of it, Your Highness. You always do.
I hope so, for all our sake. We cannot afford another war, not against forbidden magic.
And the Princess Amelia. Are you sure about her, Your Highness?
In the royal family of Grandcrest, it was customary for a king to have many wives. But when one receives a blue rose, it means he chose her to be his first and legal wife.
I never had second thoughts, David. Princess Amelia, I will surely make you my queen.
I could not stop thinking about Prince Leon. But would he ever be with someone like me? And what about Jackson? It had been a few days since my coronation ball. My life had gone back to normal, with the exception of Jackson.
Jackson, is this all for me?
I asked Lily for all of your favorite food items. My stepmother also made her famous biscuits.
Jackson, no one's ever done something this nice for me before.
Amelia, there you are.
Grandfather, it's so lovely to see you. Would you like to join us?
Actually, I have something very important to discuss with you. Do you remember what I told you when you first arrived?
Yes, of course. That with time and patience, everything will unfold as it should.
Exactly. Well, I have a surprise for you. Meet Logan Fitzwilliam. I've selected him to serve as your personal knight from this day forward.
A knight? For me?
It's an honor to meet you, Princess Amelia.
But Queen Mila, I thought she was opposed to this.
When a prince or princess turns 18, they are to receive a personal knight to serve as a bodyguard. Another custom my stepmother tried her very best to stop.
Don't worry about Mila. I'm the one who has selected your knight. There's nothing she can do about it.
Oh, thank you, Grandfather. Thank you.
Yes, well, I think it would be best if we had a private ceremony here. Is that all right with you?
Oh, of course, Grandfather. I don't need many witnesses. People that matter to me are all here. You'll be my witnesses.
Logan, is that all right with you?
General Anthony, it is already a great honor to be serving the royal family. I do not ask for recognition or for glory. Simply doing my duty gives me great joy.
Strange. It feels like I know him already.
The princess did not recognize that the knight who was vowing to protect her with his life was Crown Prince Leon, the one who had given her the blue rose.
I, Logan Fitzwilliam, Knight of the Royal Guard, hereby solemnly swear.
So Logan and I exchanged our oaths. To be honest, I couldn't have ever dreamed of something like this.
I, Amelia Rosalind von Heist, the third princess of Alvania, have heard thy oath of Logan Fitzwilliam and accept thy sword. Rise, Sir Logan.
Well done, Princess Amelia.
It will be a pleasure serving you, Princess Amelia.
Perhaps we should show Sir Logan to his chambers.
Oh, yes, of course. Sir Logan, follow me. Jackson, I'll be back shortly. I'm so sorry, Sir Logan. My side of the palace is a bit shabby.
It's okay, Princess. I don't mind at all.
I don't know if you've heard the stories about me.
I know that you are the third daughter of His Majesty King Matthew.
That's a start. I'd rather you hear about my origins from me than the others.
And I told him the whole truth. Even though I was afraid that he would turn away from me, if not renounce his vow.
So that's why my side of the courtyard is shabby and plain, and I'm not allowed to dress or act like a princess like my sisters. I'm so sorry you have to be a personal knight for a forgotten princess like me.
Even if you are the poorest of the poor, and the whole world is against you, I will always be by your side. I don't care how powerful or rich somebody is. And as a knight, with virtues to uphold, I believe what's in the heart is what's most important. And I would love to see what your heart holds, Princess.
He was the first person I had ever met who didn't glorify wealth and status.
Thank you, Sir Logan. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better soon as well. It's Sir Jackson's waiting on me. Lily will take it from here.
Doesn't the grandest room belong to the princess?
The first time Princess Amelia arrived, she wasn't able to sleep in such a huge room. She shared a cot on the floor with her mother, so big royal rooms were too grand for her. Plus, the other princesses' knights were living in luxury, so I guess the princess didn't want you to feel left out.
And what about Princess Amelia's other maids?
Only a handful of maids are allowed to serve Princess Amelia. The Queen and her stepsisters treat her poorly, so we don't get paid well, and not many of us want to work here.
I never thought the royal family would do such a thing like that to one of their own. Even if her mother was a maid, she's still the king's daughter.
Maybe one day someone like Lord Jackson would marry her. I'm sure my princess would be perfectly happy with him.
Is Lord Jackson courting the princess?
Well, he certainly has the intention, but for now, they're just getting to know each other. The only problem is that Princess Harper has eyes set on him as well, and she's used to getting what she wants.
Well, I'm glad she has somebody like you watching after her.
Thank you, Sir Logan.
David, are you there?
Yes, Your Highness.
How did it go?
We are still investigating, but it may take some time, Your Highness. The king has done a good job of covering his tracks.
David was on a mission to find evidence of King's involvement in helping resurrect forbidden magic.
Take your time. I am beginning to enjoy myself here.
Seems like the princess has already started to grow on you.
Yes. And I cannot wait to get to know her more intimately. She is my future wife, after all.
Everything looked the same, but I felt different.
Good morning, Princess Amelia. This is the first time you've ever slept in.
What? What time is it?
It's 10:30.
Grandpa's gonna kill me for missing my morning lesson.
Don't worry, Princess. It was General Anthony who ordered me not to wake you up. He also told me to give you these.
New clothes? For me?
It's not just any new clothes. It's a riding outfit. You have horseback riding lessons this afternoon.
Oh, Lily, I've always wanted to go horseback riding. Even my sisters don't know how.
Well, you better hurry and get down to breakfast so you're not late for your first lesson with Sir Logan.
Okay. Oh, Sir Logan, I'm so sorry.
Princess, good morning. Should I say afternoon?
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's gotten into me. I don't normally sleep this late.
Oh, so I'm told. Perhaps you finally feel safe enough to let your guard down. I'm glad you sleep peacefully with me.
I'm not sleeping with you. I'm sleeping in the room next to you.
For now.
I'm so embarrassed. It's not how a princess is supposed to act. I don't know what's gotten into me.
I'm just glad you feel at ease around me, Princess. I would love to get to know the real you rather than the third princess of Alvania. Now, come. Let's get some food in you.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I'm just not used to this kind of food. May I have a croissant and tea, perhaps?
Those are empty carbs that'll make you full for a little bit, and then you'll be even hungrier. Now I can see why you're so thin. Looks like you would blow away in a storm. I do believe that all women should be a little plump.
I beg your pardon?
You need some fat in you. You would look even prettier with some curves.
Are you calling me thin and ugly?
I'm not saying that you're ugly, Your Highness. I am saying that you would just look more beautiful with some curves. Now come, let's eat. Come on, it's oatmeal, it's not pig slop. Now be a good girl and open your mouth. wide.
Holy gods, what am I doing? Is this a normal conversation between a princess and her knight?
Princess Amelia, I must tell you something.
Princess Amelia, please meet my stepmother.
I wanted to meet the girl my stepson can't stop talking about. It seems we'll be family soon.
I don't understand how I didn't notice it myself, but I ended up caught in the web of a love triangle.
How about next time I retrieve the kite, Princess?
Your smile, it's beautiful.
Well, don't worry. This smile's reserved for only you.
Princess Amelia.
Oh, Jackson, it's so nice to see you.
Hi.
What was that?
Well, you told me that you wanted to visit new places, and while we don't have that opportunity now, brought you a gift from Geneva. Have you ever seen a tiger?
Only in books.
Well, from now on, you can see it in person every day, because that handsome creature that scared the servants in the garden is all yours.
Thank you, thank you.
So, truth or dare?
Truth.
Why are you courting me?
You're very kind, compassionate, and you have a heart that so finely feels this world. I'm lucky to have met a girl like you. Truth or dare?
Dare.
I want to kiss.
Jackson, are you all right?
I'm sorry, I don't know how I could have missed.
I'm fine, Princess Amelia. It was just a scratch. Nothing fatal.
I brought you some snacks. It's Logan's idea.
Thank you, Lily.
So, what do you think of him?
Who?
So Logan, of course. I saw you two talking earlier. He kissed your hand. You know what that means.
Lily, were you eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't mean to. I was just passing by and I saw the two of you talking intimately. I didn't want to disturb you, so I hid.
Lily, I would prefer if you didn't eavesdrop on Logan and I.
Princess, it will never happen again.
It's okay, Lily. So Logan is a kind man, and he's very knowledgeable during my writing lessons.
He's also tall and handsome and dreamy.
And he has a great smile.
Oh, Princess, you're blushing.
What? No, I'm not.
Princess, you seldom smile. You look so beautiful when you do.
Really?
You're really beautiful when you smile, Princess.
So, Logan, is everything all right?
Why do you ask?
Because the princess and the young lord look quite happy with each other.
And why would that upset me?
Because you like the princess, do you not? I can tell by the way you look at her. The princess is young and naive, but she has a good heart.
That much I know.
If you like her, you must show it. Are you willing to court her? You have a worthy rival in front of you.
Sir Jackson is indeed a worthy opponent. But I'm sure I will prevail in the end.
Just know if you hurt my lady in any way, you gain an enemy.
Logan respected Lily's loyalty. There isn't much dignity left in this world.
Jackson! Oh, Jackson, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Princess Harper, is everything all right?
Lord Miles and I are about to have tea in the drawing room. Would you please join us?
Only if Princess Amelia can join.
I'd be thrilled if Amelia joined us.
So, Miles, how long have you been courting Princess Harper?
I have stopped by a few times now. Nothing serious quite yet. We're slowly getting to know each other.
Lord Miles was known more for his ego than his political savvy. Much to her chagrin, he had been courting my stepsister.
And you and Princess Amelia?
I'm here as often as etiquette allows, so as not to dishonor Princess Amelia.
Well, nothing is set in stone. Courting is meaningless anyway. It is our father who ultimately decides who we marry.
You were right, Princess Harper. And I've already done a lot to gain your father's approval for Amelia's hand. Why do you think we signed the new trade alliance?
Amelia, you deserve someone that is on your level. My poor sister is only half royal.
That's simply not true. It's Princess Amelia who deserves better. And I will prove myself to her every day if I have to.
You're a lord, and she's, well...
Where's that Kate with the tea?
Apologies for the delay. We needed a special teapot for Lord Miles's oolong tea.
My father imported it all the way from Grandcrest.
Amelia, would you do your big sister a favor and pour me some tea? Pretty please. My hands are tired.
Of course, Papa.
My face! You burnt my face!
The teapot, it slipped. I didn't mean to.
You did that on purpose. You're jealous of your sister's beauty.
What if it scars? I'll be hideous.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was an accident. I didn't mean to.
Miles, what are you doing? She's still a princess.
Princess, please. She's a...
Logan!
You dare lay your hands on my princess! I'm sorry, my princess. It's all my fault you were hurt. I should have been by your side.
What? Logan, no, it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself.
Who do you think you are? I'm the son of the Duke of Carlson. I am the heir to the Carlson House of Lords.
My princess, please stand back. I'll handle this.
Logan, no, I'm not going anywhere.
God, how much I love that smile. Wait, what? What am I thinking about? He starts a fight and he's about to get beaten up, and I'm thinking about a smile.
Don't worry. Even if there were an army in front of me, there wouldn't be a single man that would stop me from avenging you.
Well, 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 such a sweet couple.
And what kind of ragamuffin is sleeping with that?
I am Princess Amelia's knight.
She has a knight.
In honor of Princess Amelia, I am giving you one last chance. Apologize to the princess or lose your life.
Are you kidding? Me? Apologize to her?
Sir Miles, as punishment for attacking my princess, I challenge you to a duel.
You challenge me to a duel?
Fine.
Somebody get my sword! Now!
I had seen grandfather practicing with his knights and sparring with one another, but this was my first time witnessing a true duel.
Are they going to be okay?
Don't worry. No one is going to lose their lives here. But it's inevitable that they'll sustain some injuries.
The loser of the duel must meet the demands of the winner, no matter what.
Thinking of Logan made my heart race even faster.
Jackson, we need to put a stop to this.
I'm afraid it's too late, Princess. Logan is a worthy opponent.
Come on. Admit defeat, and this ends here.
Never.
Surrender!
No!
That's cheating!
Isn't it normal for a knight to have to fight for his lady and maybe get hurt? Why am I so worried?
It's over, Lord Miles. You lose.
Sir Logan, as winner, what do you demand of Sir Miles?
Get on your knees in front of Princess Amelia and beg for her forgiveness.
Kneel in front of that.
Watch what you say! Before I shame you in front of all of Alvania!
All right, fine. Princess Amelia Rosalind von Heist, I, Miles Franklin Tantridge, ask for your forgiveness.
As princess, you have every right to punish him. I suggest you slap him.
I have never slapped anybody before.
As princess, you must show your power and authority to servants and those around you. Your Highness.
Logan was right. Many people were watching us. If I didn't do something, they would think that I'm a weakling.
Look up, Sir Miles. I will forgive you, but do not forget your place. I may be but I still have royal blood flowing through my veins. My status will always be higher than yours.
That wench, so confident that you have your personal knight. Well, that won't last long.
Come in. Princess Amelia, I can dress my wounds myself.
You can't reach the ones on your side and your back, can you?
Oh, no, but it's
No buts about it. It's my fault you were injured. The least I can do is put some ointment on it.
Well, well, well. It seems I was mistaken about you, Princess.
Why are you calling me princess? I thought when we were alone we could use our real names.
Was my little Amelia throwing a tantrum?
Just strip and let me put some medicine on your wounds. Consider it an order.
All right, Amelia. Your wish is my command.
I wonder how he got these.
Do they scare you?
No, not at all.
Then are they ugly? Or perhaps you pity me?
Pity you? I'm happy and proud.
Happy and proud?
Yes. You've endured all of this and made it out. I'm happy that you are alive and I was able to meet you. And I'm proud that you live every day with that smile on your face.
You really are different, Princess Amelia.
Is that a bad thing?
I was used to people putting me down, but I never wanted Logan to think poorly of me.
No, it's a compliment. You're far from what I expected.
Your ointment at
You're so sweet. It's dangerous. Promise me you won't let other men see this look. Promise me that you will only look like this for me. Can I kiss you?
I didn't know what to say. A kiss is between a romantic couple, right?
I'll take your silence as a yes. This is dangerous.
Grandfather found out.
I don't care who finds out. I just want you to be sure in your decision. So, let's just leave this here for now.
I should go. We have horseback riding lessons tomorrow.
You're mine, Amelia. Don't forget it.
Yours?
Yes. Only mine.
Princess Harper could not rest until she ruined Amelia's life, so she sent her maid to do her dirty work.
I couldn't stop thinking about what had happened between Logan and me, the feeling of his lips on mine. But what about Jackson? I still felt my heart flutter when I thought of Jackson, but it was fleeting. My feelings for Logan were much more intense. Is this what they call love?
Princess, is everything all right? You look worried.
Lily, have you ever been in love?
Princess, is this about Sir Jackson? Sir Logan?
I've only ever read about it in novels. I have no clue what love is really like.
Well, did you kiss? How did it feel?
My heart races when he talks to me and goes crazy when he touches me. I find myself thinking about him all the time. I feel comfortable around him.
I believe that is love. My princess has found her first love. You've officially grown up.
He's taking me riding again this afternoon. I have to meet him at the stables. But how will I talk to him? I don't even know how to look at him after what happened. He told me that I'm his.
Princess, that means you're a couple.
A couple? But Lily, what if I'm making a mistake? I mean, what about Sir Jackson? He's been so sweet and kind to me and done so much to court me. I mean, how will I choose?
Ah! Princess!
What happened?
Sir Logan?
Princess? Help! Help!
Princess Harper's plan almost came to fruition, and that was her fatal misfortune that Logan was there, because now he is eager to seek revenge.
We found something, Your Highness. It was lodged in the Princess Amelia's shoe.
Somebody purposely wanted to hurt her. Do you know who it is?
We've already captured a maid at the castle and are interrogating her. I'm sure she will confess to who the mastermind behind the incident is.
Good. Take me to her at once.
Your Highness, it might be best if I handle this.
No. I must know who did this to my future wife.
Please let me go.
Why did you hide a blade inside the Princess Amelia's riding shoe?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm innocent.
Liar! Maids, they talk. And this isn't the first time you've attempted to sabotage the princess.
I'll talk.
Who told you to do it?
Remove her cover.
But Your Highness! No!
Do you remember me?
Logan?
Not quite.
Who are you?
The one and only Crown Prince of Grancrest, of course. Tell me, who told you to hurt Princess Amelia?
I can't. They'll kill me.
And what makes you think that we won't do the same? David, give me the thing. Hold it down.
No, please, no, just kill me.
You are willing to give up your life for your master. You know, you are a very good servant. But are you willing to sacrifice the life of your family? Your brother, 6 years old, and your father, a farmer, on the outskirts of the city. And your mother, your poor, sweet, sickly mother in need of constant medicine.
Please don't hurt my family. They have nothing to do with this.
If you don't tell me who told you to do this, I will take out my wrath on you and your family.
Please, no!
You hurt my future wife! The future queen of Grancrest! Do you know what the consequences are? Death to you and your family.
Future queen of Grancrest.
If you tell me who the mastermind is, I will give your family safety, as well as a lifetime supply of medicine for your mother.
I'll tell you, if you give me your word.
You have my word.
It was Princess Harper's idea. She wants Princess Amelia to have an accident, if not die.
Thank you, Lady Kate. You've done well. David, you know what to do.
Please, no!
I will grant you a swift death.
Please, no! Ah!
I opened my eyes slowly and looked around. It was still a little dark outside, like it was early in the morning. I was adjusting to the dim light when I noticed someone sleeping in a chair by my bedside. I sat up and they stirred. "Princess, you're awake!" Lily cried. "How long have I been asleep?" My head hurt. "Princess, you've been out since you lost consciousness after the horseback riding incident. And last night you had a fever." "Fever? So that's why I wasn't feeling well." Lily felt my forehead with her hands. "You're still hot, Princess. Just lie down and rest for now." I closed my eyes and drifted into an uneasy sleep. I was still asleep when suddenly I felt hot and sweaty. When I opened my eyes, the sun was shining brightly through the windows. There was a knock on the door. "Come in." The door opened and Logan stepped in. "Good morning, Princess. How are you feeling?" "I feel a lot better than I did a while ago. Thanks for asking." It made my day. "The doctor said you're frail. The shock of the incident was too much for you to bear, so you ran a fever overnight." There was another knock on the door. "Come in." Lily entered holding a tray with a steaming bowl. "Oh, Sir Logan, good morning." "Good morning, Lily. Is that the princess's breakfast?" "Yes, I made her something light." Lily placed the tray in front of me. The oatmeal inside the bowl was still piping hot. I was about to reply when Logan interjected. "Leave the oatmeal here. I'll make sure the princess eats." Lily looked first at me and then at him and smiled. "Okay, Sir Logan, I'll leave you then. Please make sure the princess eats even just a little." Logan looked at me seriously. He picked up the spoon, blew the steam away from the spoon, and held it out to me. "Open up." I was startled. "I can feed myself." "Open your mouth, Princess. Just let me feed you, okay?" His tone became much sweeter. "Good girl." After a number of spoonfuls of oatmeal, I raised my hand. "I'm already full, Logan." "Okay, I won't force you to finish it, but promise me when you recover you'll eat a little more." I nodded. "Good girl. The doctor said you're weak because no one looked after your diet when you were young, but it's not too late. I'll be sure to tell the kitchen staff to prepare a healthy meal plan. And I'm thinking of starting you on a good exercise regimen." "What kind of exercises do you do right now?" "I do stretching in the morning as Grandpa instructed." "That's a good start. How do you feel about learning the ways of the sword?" "I'd love it. Will you teach me?" "Of course, if the princess wants me to." "Yes. Then I'll teach you, my princess. But first you need to get better and work on strengthening your body." "I will. I promise to be much stronger than before." "That's a good girl." I was doing my afternoon studies with Logan when Jackson came to visit. "Good afternoon, Amelia." "Good afternoon, Sir Logan." "Good afternoon, Lord Jackson." "Good afternoon, Jackson." I smiled. "How have you been?" "I've been busy these last few days. I'm sorry I wasn't able to visit you while you were sick." "Oh, don't worry," I said. "I'm already fine." "That's good to hear. Did something happen to keep you so busy?" "You remember Miles, right?" "Yes, he's Harper's suitor, right? The one we met the last time. His father was caught using public funds for his own personal gain." "Do you mean he was corrupt?" "Yes, evidence was brought into the king's office a few days ago, and after that, their dukedom was confiscated." "Oh my, that is so unfortunate." Yes, it is. Duke Caesar is still under investigation. So who's in charge of their dukedom? How are the people faring? No duke is far worse than a corrupt duke. You're right about that, Sir Logan. Since we're practically neighbors, the king has given us their governing duties for the time being. Bad things come back to the people who do such things. Well, at least I can feel at ease knowing you're taking care of their people. Thanks, Amelia. I'm glad you think of me as a good ruler. I do think you're a good ruler. Princess Amelia, your afternoon tea is waiting for you in the garden. Thank you, Lily. Please prepare another cup for Jackson. I think he'll be joining us. I thought the young lord was busy governing the dukedom. We shouldn't keep him from his duties. Oh, actually, I took the afternoon off to visit Amelia. Why am I feeling tension here? I thought to myself. We all walked toward the garden with Jackson right beside me and Logan and Lily a few feet behind us. Jackson and I chatted and giggled happily. Lily noticed a sneer on Logan's face. Sir Logan, are you okay? Logan gave her a fake smile. I'm fine. Why do you ask? Well, because the princess and the young lord look quite happy with each other. Why would that upset me? You also like the princess, don't you, Sir Logan? Logan fell silent. The fake smile turned soft and sweet. The princess is still young and naive. She was like a prisoner in this big palace. She wasn't given the education that a princess needs, but she has a pure and innocent heart that separates her from her sisters. I know. If you really do like her, you need to show it. But if you hurt my lady in any way, you'll gain an enemy. Logan looked at the girl beside him and smiled. Don't worry. I don't have any ill intention toward our princess. Lily was confused. You're a loyal servant to our princess, Logan whispered to himself. I'll be sure to remember your faithfulness to my future wife. Did you say something? I'm happy. At least Amelia has one faithful servant beside me. At least Amelia has one faithful servant beside me. Are you willing to court her? You have a worthy rival in front of you. She gestured toward Jackson. The young Lord Jackson is indeed a worthy opponent, but I'm sure I'll prevail in the end. Logan looked at the backs of Amelia and Jackson. As I stepped into the gazebo, I tripped on a rock and yelped. I was about to fall when I felt someone holding me by the waist. Are you all right, Princess? When I was pulled up, I saw that he had been the one who caught me. Thank you, Logan. I'm a bit clumsy. I looked down at my feet, a bit embarrassed. It's okay, Princess. It's my job to protect you. You have fast reflexes, Sir Logan. I was about to catch her, but you got there first. Thank you for the compliment. I've been trained to be a skilled knight since I was young. That's good to hear. I'm glad Amelia has a dependable knight by her side. The two men grinned at each other for an uncomfortably long time. The tea will get cold, Princess. Let's go inside. I took my seat and Jackson sat beside me. Logan stood a few feet away from us. I felt a bit awkward. There was tension between Logan and Jackson, but I couldn't figure out why. Jackson poured tea into my cup. Here, have some of this, he said and handed me a cookie. My mother baked them especially for you. I hope you like them. Really? Please give my thanks to your mother. I'll tell her when I get home. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'm planning to take you to my house for a visit in the near future. Well, I would love to go visit your home, but I felt sad just thinking about it. I'm not allowed to leave the palace walls without my stepmother's approval. Then I'll make sure to get the queen's approval. I'm not sure she'll give it. Why is that? Of course you have to go out once in a while. You're not a prisoner here. When was the last time the princess left the palace? Logan whispered to Lily. I think the last time was on her 16th birthday. The queen doesn't want her to leave. Logan looked at me with concern. She is indeed a beautiful bird, but she needs to soar. Jackson took my hand that was resting on the table. Someday soon, I'll personally ask for your hand in marriage. It's getting late, Princess Amelia. Lord Jackson. Logan was suddenly right beside us. Oh, it's okay. I don't mind getting home a little late. We can't let the young lord travel after dark. The roads are perilous with wild animals and thieves, and our princess needs to rest. She just recovered from her fever. The two men stared at each other with chilling smiles on their faces. I felt a cold wind blow. Logan is right, Jackson, I said to relieve the tension. It's getting late. If it's the princess's wish, then I'll take my leave. I'll come again when I have time. We don't want to steal your precious time, Lord Jackson. I'm sure you're busy with your work in the dukedom. Visiting Amelia is also important. She is going to be my future duchess after all. I couldn't stand the tension and sighed loudly. Lily, let's get back to the estate, I said and walked away. Yes, princess. Lily walked behind me all the way back. It was nearing midnight at General Anthony's estate near the outskirts of the city. The general was in his study looking at some papers. He sighed deeply as he read the papers in front of him. Why is the old general sighing? A man's voice said from just outside the room. Who's there? Calm yourself, General. It's me. It's you. What does your highness, Crown Prince Leon of Grandcrest, want? To be here in this old man's estate in the middle of the night? I was thinking of having a chat with the general. Your security is rather lacking, General Anthony. I could waltz in here with ease. Not far from him, David was standing just out of the shadows. It's not lacking. It's just that the Crown Prince and his royal guard are keen on sneaking past my guards. You are indeed worthy of the title. Getting this title wasn't easy. I'd stand atop a mountain of bodies, blood, and bones to achieve my goals. And it doesn't end there. Your temperament is so much like your father's when he was your age. Such strength. But your looks came from your mother. Your mother has taught you well in the magic arts. I only know a few tricks, General. You know magic is taboo these days. I can still remember her in the old days, young Beatrice, he said with some sadness in his voice. That's why I hate my face. There was a hint of anger in Leon's voice. It reminds me of how she died in my arms. She was a sweet and gentle girl. She wasn't made to be in a harem, but alas, she loved your father dearly. She should never have married father. She was nothing but a concubine in his harem. Your father loved your mother, Leon. He saw the rage in Leon's eyes, and because she was father's favorite, she was targeted by his legal wife, the queen. Your mother didn't have a choice. She was pregnant with you during the war. She didn't want you to be born a... I would have been happy to be born a... if it meant she would still be alive today. If it weren't for the war, they wouldn't have met each other. Yes, the war with Atlantia. The war 22 years ago was the biggest and most devastating war this continent had ever seen. I'm afraid there's a possibility it'll happen again. Anthony remembered the war 22 years ago. Back then, the continent consisted of 4 countries. Genovia to the north, Grandcrest to the south, Albania in the center, and Atlantia in the far east. I was just a lieutenant in the Albanian army when the war broke out. Atlantia was the biggest and most powerful of the 4 countries back then. That's what I heard from Mother. She was a citizen of Atlantia. Yes, your mother was Atlantean, hence her knowledge of the magic arts. Atlanteans were gifted with the use and knowledge of magic. Some people do good with it, but others use it for evil. When the Mad King sat on Atlantia's throne, it got worse. Yes, the Atlantean royal family was the most powerful magician of all. They had access to the forbidden magic. The Mad King saw the Atlantean race as superior to others and wanted to rule over the whole continent, hence the war. I was there at that time during the Battle of Upgrove Plains when the forbidden magic was unleashed. Friend and foe alike perished. If it weren't for your mother's help, we wouldn't have survived that day. She was branded a traitor, but thanks to her, we're alive and at peace. Someone is trying to disrupt that peace. The writings about the forbidden magic should have been destroyed, but we're now finding bits and pieces of it. That frightening magic shouldn't be used again. We should find out who's gathering the pieces and stop them. You know the only one who can use the forbidden magic is a descendant of the royal family of Atlantia. I'm afraid someone from the royal family survived the purge, and he's out for revenge. The royal family of Atlantia is a frightening enemy. Not only do they have the talent of the magical arts, but they also have physical talents. The art of sword and hand-to-hand combat. I know from experience. They're fearsome indeed. But they weren't able to save their country in the end, and it sank into the ocean. That forbidden magic really is a horrible power. Well, it must have been forbidden for a reason, right? We have to stop them from acquiring this awful magic. Even if it's your son-in-law, the king? He eyed the general closely, trying to read him. Anthony made a stern face and looked at Leon. Even if it's my own king, I won't let that terrible magic resurface ever again. He knew this old general was more loyal to his country and its people than to a person called king. Well said, General Anthony, High Commander of the Albanian Army. This young man reminded him so much of his father back in the old days, a crown prince worthy of the title. You really do have your father's temperament. You'll be a fine king in the future. Thank you for the compliment, even though I'm not happy to be compared to him. He's a good ruler, but not a good husband. He doesn't know how to handle his queen and even less his own harem. That's because your country has strange customs regarding the royal family. But I can't touch them. Having many wives only invites problems. When I sit on the throne, I'll abolish that old custom. That is, if you can pass that meticulous Grand Crest court. I'm sure I can. I'll get what I want. Speaking of wives, I heard you have your eyes set on my granddaughter. That I have. What of it? I want to know if you only want her because she's of some use to you. Because she's a descendant of the royal family of Atlantia. Leon and Anthony locked eyes. Silence filled the room and the air was heavy. General Anthony is really something. He can talk to the Crown Prince like an equal and isn't affected by his overwhelming aura. David thought, you think I want Amelia because she has the blood of the royal family of Atlantia? Yes. The royal family of Atlantia has distinct features that only a few people remember. Platinum blonde hair and silver eyes. And you think I knew this? As you said, only a few people remember. Their story has been erased from our history books. Just mentioning their name is taboo. Don't take me for a fool, Crown Prince. I may be old, but I'm not ignorant. I know how the inner network of Grand Crest works. You are something, old man. Yes, I knew the first time I laid eyes on Amelia. I'll confess I saw her as a good chess piece for me to use at first. But with each passing day, I come to know her better. Bit by bit, my heart has warmed toward her. Now I'm determined not to have anyone else as my queen. Remember your word, young man. She's a sweet and charming girl. I don't want her to suffer in the future. I'll be sure to make her strong. She may be bullied, but she has to learn how to stand on her own 2 feet, to fight on her own. I'll hold you to it, young Crown Prince. Not to worry, General Anthony. I always keep my word. I'll protect her from danger now, while she's still weak. He figured that if Leon knew about the royal family of Atlantia, it wasn't far-fetched to believe that others may also know about Amelia. Amelia may be in danger if the people researching the forbidden magic find her. I need you to keep her safe. I too think it would be in her best interest. Yes, she may be in danger. But I think there's another descendant of the Atlantean royal family besides her. What did you say? Anthony was shocked. David, tell the general about what you found. Yes, Your Highness. David bowed. General Anthony, we've researched the people behind the search for the forbidden magic, and we found a man with the same distinct features as the Atlantean royal family. Are you sure about this? I've seen it with my own eyes, General. His face was covered with a hood at first, but when he took it off, I saw the platinum blonde hair and silver eyes. Where did you see him? We were investigating at the border of Albania and Genovia. We tried to tail them, but the blonde man noticed, and they were able to elude us using magic. Magic? This proved that the man really was an Atlantean and may have been a descendant of the royal family. We're in a pinch, General. We need to prevent them from getting their hands on the forbidden magic. I understand. I'll help you investigate further. Thank you, General. That would be very much appreciated. You already helped a lot when you placed me inside the palace. Just don't make me regret helping you. Be sure to protect Amelia and watch yourself around her. I'll have my eyes on you. Don't worry, General. My intentions are good. I won't lay a hand on her. At least not yet. Her consent is important too, so I must make sure I have her heart. He unconsciously licked his lips. Anthony nearly choked on his whiskey. The prince was rather bold. On the border between Genovia and Albania, inside a dense forest, stood a small cottage. A 19-year-old young man with platinum blonde hair and silver eyes sat on a bench outside. A thin layer of white light enveloped the cottage like a curtain. A guard in all black appeared out of thin air. There are still guards in the forest searching for us. Don't worry, they can't find us with my cloaking spell. You're getting good at using your magic, Prince Elijah. I've been studying since I was young. My mother taught me well. It's a shame your mother died prematurely. And why is the High Priest of the Genovian Church here, Priest Hector? As you can see, we're being pursued by guards from Grand Crest. Don't look at me like that, young prince. I'm here to help you. I want to give you safe passage to Genovia. What does your queen want from a prince without a country? We'd like to form an alliance, young prince. We know the King of Albania helped you, and we've been in talks with him. You also want to fight Grand Crest? They've been flourishing these past years, and they've been hoarding the riches the Almighty Being gave to his subjects. You use the name of the Almighty to justify your actions? It really is the way of priests of the Church of Genovia. Have you forgotten that you called us demons for using magic? That was in the past, young prince. Elijah knew he was lying to his face. Don't worry, I don't have any plans for revenge. I just want a country to call home again. A place for the other Atlanteans who have survived the purge to call home. I saw them on my travels. They're refugees being treated poorly by the countries that took them in. And the King of Albania promised you a country? That's none of your business. Hector was right. King Matthew had promised him land if they won the war they were planning against Grand Crest. He just needed to find the scattered writings about the forbidden magic in order to have an edge in the war. At that moment, Grand Crest had the most powerful army and best trained soldiers. Don't worry, young prince. I'm here as an ally, not an enemy. Here. He took a piece of paper from his pocket and handed it to Elijah. Elijah took it and opened it. He saw the stamp of King Matthew of Albania and read, "Dear Prince Elijah, I have formed an alliance with the country of Genovia. Someone from Genovia is there to give you safe passage to their country. Grand Crest soldiers might know about your existence now, and being here in Albania could pose a risk to our plan. For now, please go with the Genovian representative, King Matthew." Elijah crumpled the paper and flames materialized to burn it to ashes. "So I'll be going with you." "Yes, young prince. Let's wait for the cover of the night. Your magic can help us to move undetected." He was willing to do anything for his people. 2 weeks passed since I started to study the art of the sword. Logan and I were training in my courtyard one afternoon. "Very good. Keep your stance to stay balanced," Logan instructed. In the first week, I learned the basics of handling a sword. The second week, Logan said I could start sparring with him. I swung my sword at him, watching his every movement as I calculated and anticipated his strikes. I was able to dodge his attacks, and he was able to block mine. Suddenly, in a split second, I missed his movement and my sword flew from my hand. Logan pointed his sword at my throat. I gulped, looking at the tip of the sword glinting in the sun. "I yield," I panted. "You did well." He took a deep breath and sheathed his sword. "I still have a lot to learn. For just 2 weeks of practice, you've done very well. I'm afraid if you keep improving, you'll be better than me in a year." "Don't tease me. I could never be better than you. You're a great knight and have perfect sword skills. Hey, I'm complimenting you. And it's not impossible to surpass me. If you use your potential to the fullest, you'll improve faster." Logan was smiling at me like he was looking into my soul. "What is it?" I wasn't used to being looked at. "I was just thinking how good a student you are. You're a fast learner and you adapt to changes quickly. In no time, I'm sure you'll be a fine princess worthy of being a queen." He smiled his brilliant smile. "A queen? I'm never going to be a queen. I was just a bastard of the King of Albania. A low-born princess. What crown prince would want to marry me?" Then I remembered the grand ball and the man in the silver mask. He had raven black hair and dark blue eyes. The crown prince of Grand Crest, Prince Leon. I remembered him asking me to dance when he held me in his arms. I remembered the way we danced, the feeling of spinning and twirling like we were flying. "Then you would rather be a duchess?" I was awoken from my reverie by his voice. I looked at him with confusion. His face was dark and cold. "Were you thinking about him?" "What do you mean? Did he know I was thinking about Prince Leon? Is he a mind reader?" "Were you thinking about Lord Jackson?" "No, of course not." "Then why were you daydreaming just now? You mentioned being a queen. I only know 2 crown princes and one of them is my brother." Logan looked amused. "So who were you daydreaming about?" "I was thinking about Prince Leon, but I was not daydreaming." I was confused as to why he would be amused by me thinking about the Crown Prince of Grand Crest. "Is that so? What do you think of Crown Prince Leon? Is he jealous?" I thought. If so, why is he smiling like that? He's weird. Before I could answer, I heard someone shout my name. "Amelia Rosalind von Heist." That voice could have broken glass. It echoed inside my body, down to my bones, into the core of my being. I looked in the direction of the voice and saw my stepmother rushing toward me, and 2 sisters following close behind her. Harper had a bandage on her left cheek. "You filthy whore!" My stepmother raised her hand, ready to slap me. I braced myself for the blow, but I was shocked by what happened next. I blocked my stepmother's hand with my own. She looked at me with surprise. I didn't blame her. I had surprised myself. My reflexes just kicked in. Is this the result of my training? I thought to myself. What is the meaning of this? Let go of me. I didn't realize I was still gripping her wrist. She pulled her hand back and I quickly let go. Oh, she cried as she lost her balance and fell. Mother! My sisters screamed in unison. They knelt down to help her. You ungrateful wench! How could you do that to the queen? She told me to let her go. That's what I heard as well. He had a big smile on his face. How dare you laugh at the queen? Guards, seize him. The queen's guards moved forward, but I blocked their way. No, I was the one who let go of stepmother's hand. If you want to punish someone, punish me. The queen's guards stood their ground but looked bewildered. What are you waiting for? Seize them. The guards again started to advance on us. Halt! A loud voice rang out in the courtyard. Everyone looked at where the voice came from, and we saw my grandpa Anthony stomping angrily toward us. What is the meaning of this? The guards shuddered in fear. They had every right to be scared. This old man was a war hero. Father, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing, Mila. Father, this bastard burned Harper's face, look. The queen pulled her daughter beside her to show him the gauze covering her cheek. After a few weeks, it still hasn't healed. You know Harper is the most beautiful of the king's daughters. The most beautiful, Logan thought. Is she blind? Amelia is clearly the most beautiful of Matthew's daughters. Even if they gave her rags to wear, she outshines her sisters. She should be punished severely. Do you really think Harper was scolded by hot tea? Grandfather, what do you mean? Of course I was burned. You can ask Jackson. He was there when it happened. Are you doubting your own granddaughter? You're siding with this bastard over your own granddaughter? Enough. Someone told me he saw Harper with no burn on her face. Who would tell such lies? I was the one who told Grandpa. Theodore stepped forward. Harper, I saw you a few days ago and your face was as smooth as a baby's. Well, what? Nonsense. Then why not take off your bandage, Princess Harper? You can clear your name if we can just see your wound. Nonsense. If you remove the bandage, the wound will get infected. You're asking my sister to ruin her face? She stepped forward to defend her younger sister. No, I don't want it exposed. Maybe some other time. I was also curious whether Harper was really burned by the hot tea that slipped out of my hands. I remembered how hard Miles had slapped my face, how painful it was. I clenched my fists. I wanted to rip that gauze off Harper's face. Suddenly, a cat appeared out of nowhere. It sprang toward Harper's face, hissing. Harper was taken by surprise. She tried to pry the cat off her face, but it just dug its claws deeper into her skin. Harper, my daughter. Someone help her. The queen's guards looked at each other. They were from the lower class, and touching the princess was punishable by death. Oh, for goodness sake. Where are the maids? It hurts. My face. My face. The cat was pulled off of Harper after some significant effort by the maids. It bounced on the ground and ran away so quickly that the guards weren't able to catch it. Everyone was speechless. My face, it hurts, it hurts. Harper was crying in pain. Her face was full of scratch marks. There are no burns. It was I who first spoke. I can only see the scratches the cat made, but there are no burn wounds on your face. You lied to me. So what if I lied? Harper screamed. You're guilty if I say you are. No one will dare defy me. She was right. If Grandpa hadn't been there to defend me, the Queen would have punished me. If Theodore hadn't been there to tell them Harper was lying, I'm sure Logan would have fought with the Queen's Guard and been branded a traitor to the kingdom. I saw what they were aiming for. They wanted Logan out of the way so I would lose my defender. They still wanted to bully me on top of everything they had done since I arrived at the palace. Rage burned inside me. The Queen and her entourage left my courtyard at last. I sighed with relief. I glanced back at Grandpa and Logan, curious about what they would have to talk about. They had grave faces. Was that your doing? What are you talking about? Leon tried to look ignorant, but his smile contradicted it. You know what I mean, the cat? You mean the cat that emerged from out of nowhere and attacked Princess Harper? Would you believe me if I said I wasn't involved? Then was it just a coincidence? I can tell you that the cat's actions were not purely coincidence. It was a coincidence that it was passing by here. Meaning? The attack was instigated by magic. Magic? But you're the only one here who knows how to use magic unless there's some spy in the palace I don't know about. You know very well that there's another Atlantean here, old general. You mean, yes, General, your granddaughter, Princess Amelia. But how? No one has taught her to use magic. They were still sitting in his office. Let me explain, General. Imagine a bottle of champagne. The champagne is the magic power, and the bottle is the body of the magical person. The body is like a container. Even if the person doesn't know how to use the magic, it's still inside them. Emotion can release the magic. If the person is taught how to use it since they were young, it'll flow smoothly out, like opening a bottle of champagne. The cork is carefully opened and the contents can be poured slowly. But if a person wasn't taught how to use magic, or doesn't know they have magical abilities, it can be dangerous. It can even lead to death. Lead to death? How can it be so dangerous? As I said, emotion is the key to harnessing magic. If an uneducated person suddenly has a surge of emotion, the magic inside them can burst out. So you mean if a magical person has a burst of emotion, the magic can be released uncontrollably? Exactly. Especially in Amelia's case. As a descendant of the Atlantean royal family, her powers are beyond my own. What can we do to prevent her magic from destroying her? Oh, General, Leon said. Are you sure it's okay for me to tutor your grandson in the art of the sword? I know he's your pride and joy. I don't want to get in the way of how you're shaping him as a future king. Not to worry, it's just sword fighting, said Anthony. He's mastered the sword style of Elvania. It'll be good for him to learn the style of Grandcrest. And if you get along, I predict peace between our countries in the future when you two take the thrones of your fathers. I agree with you on that. Leon smiled. I think I'll have a good relationship with young Theodore. Theodore and I were in his courtyard finishing some snacks as the sun was setting. Amelia, is Master Logan a good teacher? He asked for the millionth time. Theodore was so excited about learning sword fighting from Logan that he'd been bombarding me with questions. I told you, he's a great teacher. He's not only good with the sword, but he's knowledgeable as well. I giggled. Our morning studies have never been dull, but I warn you, he's strict. He seems strict, but I'm ready for whatever he throws at me, Theodore said with determination. I giggled. My little brother seemed to idolize Logan. Suddenly, something brushed against my legs, and when I looked under the table, I saw something white and furry purring. What do we have here? I said. What is that? Theodore asked. I picked it up and set it on the table. The pure white cat meowed at me. Oh, wow, what a beautiful cat, Theodore said. Wait, isn't that the one that scratched Harper's face? I'm not sure, I replied. Lots of cats look alike. The cat nudged me affectionately. It seems to like you a lot, Theodore exclaimed. I know, right? I smiled. Little kitty, would you like to be my pet? The cat meowed again and rubbed its head on my hands. Then I'll take that as a yes, I said. What will I call you? We were silent for a while, thinking of a name. How about Snow? Said Logan's voice. Theodore and I turned around. Master Logan! Theodore cried. Theodore, Grandpa scolded, please mind your manners. Theodore instantly sat up straight, emitting a princely aura. I giggled. I was used to him being cute and gullible, not like this. Then I remembered that the time would come for him to grow into a fine young man and ascend the throne. I would have to curtsy him in the future. It's okay, General Anthony, Logan said. Theodore's still young. His playfulness is understandable, but he knows how to carry himself. I see potential in him. Thank you, Master Logan, Theodore said with pride. So, Snow, I asked, would you like to be called Snow? The cat nuzzled me again as if telling me she loved the name. Okay, so Snow it is. Let's see what Snow is, Theodore said. He patted Snow and gently lifted the cat close to him to inspect it. "So, is it a boy or a girl?" I asked. "A girl," Theodore replied. "Snow is a cute girl cat." He stroked her fur. She meowed and began to purr. "She likes it," I said. I was excited. It was the first time I'd gotten to take care of a pet. Logan eyed me and the cat closely. "It's a good idea to let Snow follow you around," he said. "Really? Why?" I asked curiously. "No particular reason." Logan smiled. "It just seems that she likes you a lot and wants to be by your side." "Oh." I was surprised. As if to punctuate Logan's point, Snow was again beside me. "She really likes you," Theodore said. "Seems like it." I stroked Snow's soft, fluffy white fur. She meowed. "It looks like she enjoys being petted." Logan chuckled. "Then I'm happy." I smiled. This was the first time Snow came into my life. I didn't know then that Snow would be a special part of my life and would end up helping me a lot. Later that night, Leon was in his room thinking about what had happened earlier in the day. He never thought Amelia would be such a fast learner. If only she had been given a proper education when she was young, she would be the most knowledgeable princess around. Not to mention her sword skills, which were improving every day. In fact, she might really surpass his own sword skills if she practiced diligently. Leon walked out onto the veranda. He wasn't sleepy yet because of the thoughts swirling around his mind. "Your Highness," a voice came from the shadows and David emerged and knelt before Leon. "What is it, David?" Leon asked. "We've tracked the Atlantean prince to the border of Atlantia and Genovia." "And?" "Please forgive me, Your Highness," David said remorsefully. "He and his retinue were able to elude us." Leon sighed. "Is it because of negligence?" His voice was cold and David shivered in fear. "No, Your Highness," David replied. "The prince used cloaking magic." "Cloaking magic?" Leon repeated. "The prince is using some advanced magic. That'll pose a problem for us." "Don't worry, Your Highness, we're still searching for them." Leon looked up at the night sky. The moon was full and the stars twinkled. He broke the silence with a long whistle. After a moment, a black eagle flew toward them. Leon extended his arm and the eagle landed on it. "Tempest." Leon patted its head. "Show me what you've seen." He closed his eyes and concentrated. In his mind's eye, he saw a vast forest. He was flying and looking down at the trees and plants below. Then he saw 5 men on horseback, one of whom was a platinum blonde young man riding next to a middle-aged man wearing the robes of a priest from the Church of Genovia. The men were treading carefully into the thick, dense forest. The cloaking magic was in effect, so they were invisible to the naked eye. But Tempest, Leon's familiar, was no ordinary black eagle. Leon saw the priest lead the group out of the forest and into Genovian territory. Then the image disappeared and he opened his eyes. "Thank you, Tempest." Leon rubbed the eagle's neck. "Now return to the camp," he instructed. Tempest stretched his long, wide wings and flew away. David looked on in awe. He still didn't understand how Leon could communicate with his familiar or see what Tempest was seeing, past or present. It was beyond his understanding, but he was a little jealous. He had also worked with birds that were used for sending and receiving messages, and he would have liked to have a power like the prince had, to communicate with his eagle. "Tell your men to stop searching for the Atlantean prince and withdraw," Leon said. "What do you mean, Your Highness?" "The prince has been taken to Genovian territory." "Genovian territory?" David asked curiously. "But that country closed its borders some time ago and cut relations with the other 2 countries. Getting in is not an easy feat." "Yes, you're right about that," Leon said. The relationship between Genovia and the other 2 countries had become strained after the war, possibly because they weren't given the more fertile lands they requested. Ever since then, they had kept their borders closed and were keeping to themselves. A priest came to escort them inside their territory. Leon explained. A priest? David was shocked. Does this mean they're starting to work with Elvania to search for the forbidden magic? Maybe so, Leon replied. David looked at his prince deep in thought. Genovia's interference intensified the seriousness of this issue. What are your plans, Your Highness? He asked. Infiltrating Genovia is not easy, Leon said. For now, let's wait and see what their next move is. The next few days were uneventful. My daily routine was the same: morning studies and afternoon physical training. I had just finished my breakfast when Logan entered the dining hall. Good morning, Princess Amelia. He bowed slightly. Good morning, Sir Logan, I answered. I'll be in the classroom shortly. That won't be necessary. Logan smiled. Won't be necessary? I looked at him confused. Why is that? I asked. Because we're going to town. Logan's smile widened. To town? I asked in disbelief. But I can't go without permission. The prospect of going to town was tantalizing, but I didn't want to get my hopes up since my stepmother wouldn't approve. Why are you frowning? Logan asked. He slowly approached me and cupped my chin. Smile. You're most beautiful when you smile. Beautiful? I felt my face get hot. I might have been blushing again. Logan looked amused. Don't worry, he said. Your grandpa gave me permission. I told Lily to prepare your commoner's clothes so we can be incognito. There's a festival today, and tonight there'll be fireworks. Fireworks? I cried. Yes, fireworks. Logan grinned. Go to your room and prepare. He patted my head. I will, right away, I said, standing up and rushing excitedly to my room. I was wearing a light blue dress with a matching scarf around my head, my hair in a ponytail. Are you all set? Logan asked. He also wore commoner's clothes, a dark gray shirt and black pants. Yes, I said. Logan stood in front of me and caressed my cheek. Simple clothes can't mask your beauty, princess. I felt a blush creep onto my cheeks again. Thanks, I replied shyly. Ahem. I heard Grandpa's voice behind me. The two of you look ready? Yes, Grandpa, I can't wait to go to town. It's been a while since I left the palace. I smiled at him. It looks like you really are excited, aren't you? Grandpa patted my head. This is the first time I've seen you smile like that. Really? I said. I knew I seldom smiled, but in the past few days, I felt that my life was starting to change for the better. You and Logan will pose as siblings, Grandpa said. Logan, guard my granddaughter well. Don't worry, General Anthony, Logan said. She's in my capable hands. Those hands aren't what I'm afraid of. Grandpa murmured to himself. I beg your pardon, General, said Logan. Did you say something? Oh no, nothing, Grandpa lied. Snow meowed and rubbed against my feet. Oh, Snow, I said, picking her up. I'm sorry I can't take you with me. She meowed with what seemed like she was disappointed. Oh, I'm sorry, I hugged her. I'll bring home some treats for you from the festival. She nuzzled my face in thanks. I know, you're welcome. It was as if I could understand her. Well, it's time. Let's go, little sister. Logan offered his arm. Okay, big brother. I took his arm and smiled at him. Remember to bring her home as soon as the fireworks are over, Grandpa said. Logan had said the fireworks would be lit at 7 o'clock, which seemed awfully early to go home, but I didn't object. Just going outside delighted me, even if it was only for a little while. I'll bring her back in one piece, Logan promised. See you later, Grandpa, and thank you. I gave him a peck on the cheek. Goodbye, I waved as we walked away. Grandpa looking at us in a daze. That's the first time Amelia has given me a kiss, he thought. That's good. She's coming into her own. The old Amelia was silent and sad. He beamed at our retreating figures. Logan and I snuck out through the back gate of the palace. A short distance away, a tall man with a ponytail stood next to a horse. "Thank you," Logan said, and the man handed him the reins. "Isn't this your horse, Midnight?" I asked. "Yes, it is," Logan said. "You're very observant." He smiled at me. The tall young man looked familiar, but I couldn't seem to remember where I had met him. "Good morning, Princess Amelia." The man bowed, and I nodded back. "I'm David, Sir Logan's valet." "Have we met before?" I blurted out of curiosity. David looked uneasy. "You might have seen him once when he came to meet me," Logan said. Maybe." I was still confused. Logan mounted his horse and offered me his hand. I took it, and he pulled me up in a swift motion. I sat in front of him, his arms around me, and his hands on the reins. "Let's go," he said. He kicked Midnight lightly, and we started to move. We trotted all the way to town. The people there were lively, and everything was adorned with multicolored decorations. "It's so colorful," I said. "I know," Logan replied. The streets were busy, and lots of vendors on the sidewalk were selling their wares. "Look, what's that?" I asked, pointing. "That's a kite," Logan said. "A kite?" I repeated. "Yes, it flies in the sky when the wind blows." "Really? It flies?" I was amazed. "You've never flown a kite before?" Logan asked. "I've never even seen a kite before," I answered truthfully. Logan was silent for a while, and I wondered if I'd said something to anger him. Then I smelled something delicious. Before long, we passed a bakery, and my mouth watered. "Do you like pastries?" Logan asked. I was embarrassed to be caught ogling the pastries, but I was glad Logan was laughing at last. I nodded my head shyly. "Okay, let me leave Midnight in a stable," he said, "so we can continue on foot." My eyes sparkled with anticipation. It was afternoon and night was nearing, the setting sun starting to turn orange. Logan and I had spent the whole day strolling around town. I tried different foods I hadn't tasted before. My favorite was the thing they called cotton candy. Candy in the shape of a cloud that came in different colors. "Have you had fun so far?" Logan asked with a smile. "Yes, I'm having a blast," I said, grinning back at him. "I thought so. The smile hasn't left your face since we got here." "Really?" I touched my cheeks. I didn't realize. "I like it. Keep smiling." We were walking along the sidewalk when we heard a commotion in the street. "Make way! Make way!" A man was yelling. When we turned around, a beautiful carriage was barreling down the street. "Get out of the way!" the coachman yelled. Logan and I stopped just in time. But then I felt someone push me toward the road. "Ah!" I yelped. I was able to regain my balance in an instant, but I realized I was standing on the road and the carriage was heading straight for me. "Move out of the way, girl!" the coachman shouted. I couldn't think fast enough. Just when the carriage was about to run into me, I unconsciously closed my eyes. Then I felt a hand pull me out of the way. "Amelia!" Logan yelled. When I opened my eyes, he was hugging me. "Logan!" I stared at him in a daze. I could feel him close to me, the heat of his body warming mine. His face was inches from mine, and his eyes held my gaze. My heart thumped loudly. His face moved slowly toward mine, and I could feel his breath on my face. Then I felt a flick on my forehead. "Ow!" I touched my throbbing head. "What were you thinking, being absent-minded in a situation like that?" Logan scolded me. "If I weren't here to save you, you would have been flattened by the horses." I lowered my head out of guilt. "I'm sorry," I said. When I regained my balance, I realized I was in front of the carriage. I didn't mean to be absent-minded. Logan sighed. "I understand. I just don't know what I would do if I weren't able to save you in time." He hugged me close to him. I could hear his heartbeat quickening. He was worried for me. The carriage that almost ran me over stopped a few feet away. A bespectacled young man with light brown hair stepped down from the carriage. "Are you all right?" he asked. I'm so sorry that coachman was in such a hurry. There's an emergency at the palace that I need to attend to, the man said apologetically. Dr. Andrew? I said. Dr. Andrew was a young but brilliant physician. He passed the physician's exam when he was just 14 years old and became a royal physician at 18 3 years ago. Princess Amelia! Dr. Andrew recognized me right away. My ponytail came undone during the incident. Logan took off his jacket and covered my head. Dr. Andrew, Logan said. We're incognito, so please lower your voice. Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Andrew said. Please come inside my carriage and let me treat the princess's wound. Wound? I repeated. It was then that I realized there was a pain in my left leg and I saw some blood. Some flying debris must have hit your leg, Dr. Andrew said. Come on, I have supplies in the carriage. Logan nodded and helped me hobble to the carriage. Once inside, Dr. Andrew opened his black medical bag and pulled out some bottles. Put your leg up, he ordered, and I did what he said. Once my wound was exposed, he put antiseptic cream on it, and I flinched in pain. Don't worry, it'll only hurt for a minute. This ointment will help relieve the pain. Dr. Andrew consoled me. He was right. The pain quickly faded. Wow, it really works, I said in amazement. I make my own medicines with herbs that I grow on my estate, Dr. Andrew said proudly. I've heard the herbs you grow are very rare, Logan said, slowly putting my feet away from the doctor's hand. I've traveled all over the continent for the past few years to find them, and I've been growing them ever since. Why are you in a hurry to get to the palace? I asked. You mentioned an emergency? It's Princess Harper's wounds, Dr. Andrew replied. They said they're not healing properly and are starting to fester. Oh my, I said. Then I won't take any more of your time, doctor. Are you on your way home? Dr. Andrew asked. It's starting to get dark. I can give you a ride. Don't worry, doctor. We can manage, Logan said. Sir Logan and I want to see the fireworks, I added excitedly. Then I won't get in the way of your enjoyment. Dr. Andrews smiled at me. Thank you for treating me, I said before going out of the carriage. It's my pleasure, Princess Amelia. Dr. Andrew helped me out of the carriage and was about to kiss my hand when Logan snatched it away. We're grateful for your help, Dr. Andrew, he said sharply. The king must be waiting for you. You should be on your way. Yes, you're right, Dr. Andrew said. Good night, Princess Amelia. Good night, Doctor, I smiled. The carriage lurched forward and was soon out of sight. What could have happened to Harper's wound? I asked. It must be karma, Logan said with a smile.
Hey, I'm Amelia. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episode of The Forgotten Princess.